Welcome to a day in our lives living on a sailboat. I moved out to what we call the living room last night because it was too hot to share a bed and we don't have any air conditioning on the boat. We recently realized we make a lot of videos about days that we are sailing and moving the boat, but we don't share as much about what life looks like on the days we stay put. So this is a full day living on the boat where we don't go anywhere. We found these concentrated mouthwashes super useful on the boat. This way we can stock up on a couple of them at a time and don't have to worry about storing large bottles of liquid mouthwash. We've been on a health and fitness journey and try to prioritize getting up and moving early in the morning. Honestly, it's been so hot out midday that if you don't exercise in the morning, you might miss your chance. But if nothing else, we enjoy going for a swim on the really hot days. Workout is done. We realized we need to get some almond milk in the fridge, and that's kind of a task in itself because it is under our bed, or like the couch living area.
This is one of my least favorite parts about this boat, but we just need to put the almond milk somewhere else. We might be able to just finagle one out. You okay?
Yeah, it's just heavy.
Not great. We're okay.
Almond milk!
Nice, we didn't even have to, usually we have to take all of these out and then slide this over. Let's get two of them out.
Yeah.
Anything else you need while we're in here?
Green beans.
Okay.
Beer pinto.
This tomato. A couple mackerels.
Oh, we have some out. Thank you, love.
You're welcome.
Almond milk acquired.
And some extras.
And some extras.
Yeah, the almond milk's kind of nice because it's like milk-ish, but it doesn't go bad really. We keep them in like that airtight container just to make sure like the cardboard doesn't get too moist or bugs don't get to them.
This is a peek at what our other fridge looks like. It was built into the aft starboard bed. One of the previous owners made this themselves and it's still working pretty well. We'd really love to find a spot for a freezer soon. I think that would be a game changer for us when it comes to provisioning the boat. We know everyone wants to see a boat tour, and I promise once we get somewhere we can settle for more than a few days at a time, we will get one recorded for you all. We're also excited to film a tour and maybe talk about some of the small changes we'd like to make. Small tip, if you use a couples shaving, it can save you a lot of water. This is something I picked up on back when we lived in the van. We usually make hot water when we have extra energy, like when we already hit 100 and it's still sunny out. And it hasn't gotten to that point because it's been cloudy the last couple days. So this is about to be a very frigid shower. It'll be fine. I'm in a swimsuit for two reasons. One, I'm filming this. And two, we are right next to a public park. So definitely can't be out here showering nude. We don't wash our hair every day on the boat, but today happened to be hair washing day.
It's refreshing, dude. Everybody's so into those cold plunges.
Yeah. That is frigid.
If it makes you feel any better, I put the heat all the way up, just in case there was anything in the hot water heater.
Thank you. Oh, it's getting a little warmer actually.
Okay.
Just a test. Honestly, I consider chopping off my hair sometimes because dealing with long hair on the boat is not my favorite thing. That's how Patrick washes his face. It's awful. Who does that?
I'll show them how I wash my face.
This is our shower setup. We got this, I think at Home Depot, but it's like a garden hose, but it's really nice because you have the control to turn the power on and off.
You also have so many different spray settings.
That's true. There's a lot of options. But this is our wash down. We got this nice big hose.
And this is our solution.
This is our solution. It's nice because you don't have to reach down to turn it off and on every couple seconds. You can just use this guy.
One person is the shower head.
One person is the shower head. One person is the showerer.
Now I'll show the people how I wash my face.
Oh yeah, that's exactly how he does it, so gently. Both dressed. I unfortunately have a small migraine forming, so gonna get some coffee on. Can take care of that before it gets too bad. Migraines and headaches are something I've struggled with my whole life, so. something I'm used to, but can really throw off a day. Ah! That was not aesthetic.
Mamma mia!
This might be a little bit weird, boat life stuff. I would not store eggs like this like if we were long term, but we go through eggs really quickly, and this takes up so much less space in the fridge than like multiple egg cartons, so that's how they are. We're just using instant coffee today. How many do you usually do, love?
I just use 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon?
I give myself just a little extra, like another half teaspoon.
Okay.
Thank you. Nice eggs.
This is what I mean when I say soft scramble.
I don't think this is a soft scramble.
What's a soft scramble?
I feel like it's like they're much runnier than this. I think what you mean is just don't overcook the eggs, which is what always happens. I'm gonna need your help with this engine.
Okay.
Small engine repair on the Dinghy engine. We're gonna lift it up for the first time, get it up on to like the little holder spot, and see if we can like clean the carburetor, maybe change the spark plugs, but I realize I don't have a gapping tool, so we have to kind of figure that one out.
Patrick did the dishes and dealt with that dreaded egg pan while I got started on work. I'm working on the video that went up the week before this one, so we're not very far ahead on filming right now. Hopefully we can get a little bit further ahead because it's been a little bit hard to be filming and then right away editing that footage and getting it up without having a lot of backup, but here we go.
So another first on the boat today, we're going to try to get the Dinghy engine off of the dinghy and up onto the boat so that we can do a little bit of maintenance on it, like clean the carb for the first time, maybe change the spark plugs if it seems doable, or maybe just clean them. Because it's just not been running super well. But we've never done this before, and I guess I'm not worried, but we really need to not drop it into the ocean. So we're gonna move the boat up over to the side over there.
Next, we needed to lift the dinghy engine up and mount it onto the side of Thalia, which did not end up going well the first time.
Let it down just a little bit. Let it start pulling in. Okay, so this one looks quite happy, and this one looks quite sad. So I'm gonna guess that's probably one of the problems with that we're having here.
Okay, it's about 12:30. We just finished getting the dinghy engine up and both hungry, so I'm gonna make some smoothies, protein shakes. I froze some bananas yesterday in this tiny little freezer that gets overdone so quickly, and now I can't get them out. We have both been loving the days that we have frozen bananas because it's so nice to have something cold. It's such a treat.
It's almost like kind of like chocolate ice cream in a way.
Yeah.
Not quite like that, but almost. For people who can't fit anything in the freezer. Okay. So I just watched the video on how to clean the carburetor. We're gonna go ahead and give it a try. Ooh, a little nervous, but I'm always a little nervous when I'm doing something for the first time. But there's only so much that can go wrong, so I think we're just gonna go for it. Okay, first we're just gonna move the air box out of the way here. And here we have a new carburetor. Well, not new, but new to me.
Something we have both been really missing about Japan are these eggs. I don't actually know what they're called. We call them ramen eggs, but I'm sure that's not the correct term. Basically, it's like a egg with a soft yolk that's been marinated in like a soy sauce mixture. So I'm gonna attempt to make them. I've never made them before, but and they'll have to marinate till tomorrow or something.
Okay, so I'm just gonna watch this video again and step by step take this thing apart. And then hopefully give it just like a little clean with some marine carb cleaner. See if we can't get it running just a little better. So let's go ahead and move everything back, get this back installed all the way, and then we will go ahead and change that spark plug. And then get it back down and see if it runs any better. I'm hoping the answer is yes.
While I was inside editing a video, Patrick was outside replacing the spark plugs and cleaning the carburetor on the dinghy engine.
I've never looked at a spark plug before.
Then it was time to get the dinghy engine back down, which was at least a little easier than getting it up was, and Patrick took it for a test drive. Looking at the water in this footage really makes me miss the Bahamas, but it is good inspiration to get back down there next season. We spent the rest of the afternoon working on our computers. This was a light meeting day for Patrick, which is why he had time to work on the engine. But a lot of days are spent working on our laptops. Do I wish we could spend all of our time swimming, sailing, and exploring? Yes, of course, but I'm not complaining. I know we are super privileged to live the life that we do, and we have to put the work in to sustain it. For dinner, we're doing onion, potatoes, some sausage, and maybe couscous to go with it. I don't know, figuring it out. This isn't an uncommon meal for us. Sausage, potatoes, and onions are all foods that last a decent amount of time, so we often keep them on the boat.
Thank you for making dinner, though.
Michaela's specialty. After dinner, we snuggled and watched an episode of TV together. Even being in such a small space, we didn't really get much time together today, so we made it a priority in the evening. Watching the sunset together is one of our favorite parts of the day. Unfortunately, we ended up working a little bit more after the sunset, but I figured no one wanted to see more of us sitting on our computers. We ended up playing a round of Mario Kart together. To no one's surprise, Patrick won. He always does, but I'll keep trying. Personally, I can spend a few days like this in a row before I get stir crazy and have to go to land. Patrick likes to get out more than I do, but I don't think either of us mind the peace of being out here in our own little world most days. It is time to try the eggs. It's the next day, so they've been marinating for a day. They're actually like really dark in color, so I'm a little bit worried that I over marinated them. But the inside, look at that jammy yolk. I would probably go like 1 more minute on the boil next time to do it like a little bit less of a runny, but I'm still excited about it.
Okay, first attempt at ramen eggs made by me.
How dare you?
No, Michaela made them. That's really good.
They're maybe a little bit over marinated. Not bad.
Maybe a touch. I feel like in Japan they were like a little softer.
Yeah, I don't know.
But maybe that's because these ones are colder. I don't know.
Might be.
Flavor wise though, fantastic.
I mean, I'll eat them. If you've never tried anything like this, I encourage you. do either try making them or, you know, find a place that sells them. They're delicious.